rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Second down. Howell now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Howell. And he slings one that's incomplete. Looking for Cole Turner on that one. And now it's second down. Howell. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Howell changing the play here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1st down, Howell to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Sam Howell, 22 yards. And the Commanders are able to move back in front.
Not quite sure how to describe that, but I think that there's a mix-up in responsibilities defensively because they're so used to either the running back getting the ball or the ball getting out of his hands downfield as a pass that when he ends up keeping it, they sometimes get fooled. And he found a way to squirt through the defenders and take off for a big, big run.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Lawrence will throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 73 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here we go.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Hey, I'm going.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 57 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off fit. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Powell out of the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Sam Howell, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first two quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Howell throwing for it. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And running with power here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Commanders 42, Jaguars 16.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an...
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field.
He's got a man complete, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 41 yards. And the Commanders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Commanders 48, Jaguars 16.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the...
Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Howell and the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing here, Howell. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Howell going to go for it. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Howell's throw into the hands of Turner. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Dancing to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now he'll look to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Howell from the gun. Just keeping the play alive. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll drop this one off with ETN. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Jaguars
On 1st down, Lawrence. I think this is what this game's become now. And just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Screenplay, here's ETN. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's go, 52.
Now Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Now Lawrence changing the play.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed